And I got a message from a friend telling me that they just found out that I was working on a video game, and made me realize that I have not neglected Black Mass in general, and that could be, that's an issue, and that's mostly my fault. I haven't done a lot to tell people about, Cole's world and things like that. And for those who are, I guess, coming to my stream for the first ever time or have never followed me at all, I'm currently working on a indie game, a Game Boy style game called Blackmask, and I'm teaming up with a programmer friend to work on it. It's a video game about a raccoon treasure hunter who tracks down magical artifacts and goes on adventures to make a little money for his little merchant shop and not be poor. So, he encounters a bunch of wacky characters and, mercenaries, alternate societies, and magical phenomena. And it's a game that we've been working on since 2020, and we're still trying to figure out how to get a demo playable. So, whenever I hear from my programmer, he tells me what I'm doing, and then I just make it pretty, and I talk about the lore and stuff like that, because this game originally started out as a webcomic, and it's kind of just me working on Pixar that really was the catalyst to making this video game. I basically impressed my programmer with my pixel art enough that he wanted to try and get into an engine. And after a bit, I kind of told him about what I was doing with this character Cole, and long story short, it is the start of a game that I've and my programmer friend have been working on for the past, maybe it's now going on 2005. So yeah, 4 years, because I think we started around summer, like June or August or something like that. But yeah, kind of just tackling stuff like that. And what I'm currently working on right now is the actual, I guess, end of the demo, where it's the temple room where Cole will get the artifact that will grant him a new upgrade. At least that's how the game design is hopefully gonna go. That'll be an upgrade for some new powers and things like that, because he has the ability to use a sword, jump around, climb walls, and he's able to turn invisible in the shadows using his enchanted coat. And the MacGuffin overall is what will show him the mystery of this enchanted coat. So that's gonna be what we're tackling as we get this down. So that's what that's what I'm that's overall my pitch in general. So we're planning on releasing this on Steam and things like that, and obviously Steam, GOG, and whatever other PC thing we're gonna release first, because it's easiest overall. And hopefully Switch, or I guess now the Switch 2, and whatever consoles we can get on. Yeah, I love the Game Boy stack and all the character concept art. Yes, thank you. Yeah, this is a personal passion project of mine overall. And my programmer just ends up getting wrapped up in my insane aesthetic of cool animal characters doing cool stuff. And that's kind of one of those things where it's me kind of seeing things in mythology, and I'm like, man, that'd be really rad. Or seeing a cool D&D thing, I'm being like, let me see if I can't show my take on maybe a notable monster where I anthropomorphize it and stuff like that. So kind of just one of those things that it's me figuring things out as I go. And I guess the current task that I'm doing is figuring out some writing stuff, kind of like trying to tighten down the story and figure out the narrative, like why Cole does what he does beyond make lots and lots of money in order to stop being poor and getting screwed over by all the other animals. Does your programmer do gameplay design? Gotta go through a game design doc. We both discuss it together, and I drop in big ideas, and we agree on these ideas of what we want to do. And I wrote a game design doc of just features that I'd like to incorporate, and we did agree on the game being a stealth game, a 2D stealth action game. So the best way I can probably explain it is, 2D Metal Gear. It's just Metal Gear as a platformer. Even though I've never played Metal Gear, so I understand super basic stealth mechanics. But I try to at least make myself familiar with the needs of stealth games and stuff like that. And one thing that I do want to try to encourage with that is see if I can encourage that sense of movement. So I guess the best way I can say it is, if you get caught, obviously it's not over. You can always run away and hide and stuff like that. But while you're running, I kind of want to have like a sense of momentum where it's exciting to be chased and stuff like that. And, you're able to do some cool parkour to avoid enemies and things like that. Enemies will have their own abilities to navigate the environment, where you have things like you'll be able to climb walls, but then cats can climb after you. Dogs have the ability to smell your scent and then track down the last locations that you've been in order to, track it down by your trail. Wolves will have cooperative abilities. Most of that stuff is still not in any build, because right now my programmer is mostly just working on getting the enemies to actually move in a set path right now. At least that's the thing that he's been telling me for in the past few years. He works a regular job, so he's away a lot. So I've kind of just left to my own devices overall. I messaged him with his stuff, and I kind of just asked, okay, how are we doing?